Why have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So much good undone.
This is it. We're starting the Brotherhood stuff.
Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
Be sure it's true when you say
Away. True to Caeser.
it's a sin to tell a lie.
Awe, are you ready to head upriver?
Indeed.
Millions of
The trip will take a few hours.
have been broken just because these were
By order of Caeser, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. This order also extends to the platinum chip you carry. For now.
if you break
Alcohol and all chems, including stims and other addictive items.
so be sure
I know not why Caeser would wish to speak with
when
such a
you
physically
say
inferior
I
welcome.
love
You may bear Caesar's
you,
mark,
it's a sin
but do not attempt to share any of your medicine with anyone in the
alone.
Your belongings.
He took my gun.
The time is fast approaching when my legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch, with you doing the punching. Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are two steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip you were carrying. Isn't that interesting? Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried.
Also in the headlines, word out of Camp Golf is that many
I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and...
Now, that. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. This just in. Word out of Camp Golf is that many
Well, you're here ahead of schedule. This is where I wanted you to end up after all. I knew I could rely on Caesar.
In addition,
That you were searched very thoroughly when you arrived at the fort is a certainty. And as the chip is a little too large to be secreted away, I also regard it a certainty that the chip was discovered, taken from you, and given to Caesar, who returned it to you. 2 plus 2 equaling 4, Caesar wants you to destroy whatever you find in this bunker. But that's not going to happen, because you're going to work for me. Goodbye? Is that... Was that meant to be a shocking revelation? Of course Caesar wants it destroyed. But you're not going to do that. You're going to do the smart thing and work for me.
Maybe I should destroy everything down here.
I don't respond well to the platinum chip. I need you to manually upload the data from the chip to the facility's primary. There's a complication. While I can broadcast to this, that means I can't deactivate its security bots. most of which appear to be active according to the status board I'm looking at.
We'll see what happens.
I like to think you have enough sense to do the right thing. The rewards for doing...
Yeah, but I'm supposed to be a bad guy. Why is everything radiated? Oh! Oh my goodness.
To the town of Rio rode a stranger one fine day.
Engaging hostile.
Much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running.
What?
Came the whisper. And he came to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. And he said it didn't matter that he was after Texas Red. After Texas
You've carried out
Red.
Caesar's will.
Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red.
Caeser, I have carried. Ah!
The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet.
I could have taken them with me. I am a
It
fool.
was 20 past 11
I felt the
when
ground
they
shake
walked
a while
out in
ago.
the street.
Let's press on, shall we?
Folks were watching
You have
from
an interest in his
windows,
death, too.
everybody held
If he
their
knows
breath.
that you destroyed
They
his
knew
gadgets
this
to
handsome
the fort,
ranger was about
you know where to
meet his
find him.
death. About to meet
All
his
right.
death.
Good. Don't know what kind of security he has
There
inside
was
the Lucky
40
38,
feet between them
but if you
when
can
they
find a way of
stopped to make their play.
What is that on your arm? Is that a power
And the
fist?
swiftness of the
Or is that your
ranger
hand?
still taught-
We're gonna go kill Mr. House. Are they gonna stop me? No, they're not. Victor, I don't want to do this to you.
Engaging target.
Hold up, motherfucker. Man, busted my leg up.
in the Mojave Wasteland. I am Mr. New Vegas, and I'm here for you. We've got some news for you coming right up. Tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. In other news, strange rumors from across the
My
river
legs are
indicate
broken.
a secret underground robot army has been destroyed before anyone was able to use it. Dang it, I could have used one of those. We'll have more news for you at the top of the hour. In New Vegas, we know the pain that numbers can bring us. Well, so does Guy Mitchell, who's got heartaches by the number.
Why have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So much good undone.
By Caesar's command, you will die.
Slavery. The future of mankind. What have you done?
You could really... There's some evil ways to kill him. You could just put him in the tube and take his brain out of the subsystem so he just sits there for all eternity and does nothing. Shoot him in the face or put him back in the tube. Sterilize, quote unquote, because it puts him back in and electroshocks him.
No! Don't disable Cerebrum! I'd rather be killed. Just kill me.
I haven't just shot him in the face in a long time, but this seems pretty fucking evil. Look, now he's nothing. Where is the legate known as Lennius that everyone likes to talk about?
Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again. What do you want from me, woman? I'm in charge.
Without a dream in my heart.
Light armor and machetes only. The challenger, the one who asked, all matches continue until... Most of the time, it's some young legionary trying to make a name for himself. We pit slaves or prisoners against each other once in a while, but it's not much of a show. They're usually too reluctant to kill each other.
Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't
I set up the
have too much
fights,
to say.
keep track of them.
No one
Know
dared
your
to
place,
ask his
woman.
business, no one
Unlike
dared to make a slip. The stranger there
women are
among
beneath
them had
notice,
a
as
big
Caeser
iron
has
on
taught
his
us.
hip. Big iron on
I'm-
his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode
I'm
into the town.
a free woman. It's been a while
He
since
came riding from the south side,
I never
slowly
finished my
looking
training.
all
The Legion.
around.
I do know basic first aid, but I've had to rely on tribal remedies to treat. I'm always running low on Xanderud.
And he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip. Big iron
For
on
sale?
his hip.
I'm a slave, not a merchant. I could give you some.
In this town
Wow.
there
I can only
lived
do
an
that if you're a
outlaw
friend
by
that-
the name of
Ugh.
Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24. And the
You must
notches
enter
on
Caeser.
his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around.
I've read Mr. House's obituary.
Was
With
in
Mr. House out
Arizona,
of the way, I can
Ranger
focus.
wouldn't be too
First
long
up are
in
the
town.
boomers of Nellis Air Force Base.
He came
I want you
here
to offer
take
them an
outlaw
alliance with
back
my
alive
legion.
or maybe
My
dead.
terms are
And he
simple.
said it didn't
They
matter
can keep
that he
their
was
freedom.
after Texas Red.
If you find they aren't
After
amenable to
Texas
this offer,
Red.
destroy them.
Wow.
Wasn't long
Good.
before
Your
the
first
story
challenge
was
will be to reach their
relayed.
settlement.
Texas Red.
I'm
But the
accepted
outlaw didn't
by the
worry,
Legion.
and they tried before we're dead.
Some of the slaves have been spreading
20 men
stories
had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21
Well,
would be the
they
ranger with the
kicked the
big
White
iron
Leg's
on his
ass
hip.
in New Canaan,
Big iron on his
Utah.
hip.
Outsiders are a rare sight at the fort.
The morning
Step
passed
carefully
up,
around
it
here
was
and you might
time
just leave
to
alive.
me.
I'm Anthony,
It
master
was
of the
20
hounds.
past 11 when they
Nice
walked
dog.
out in the street.
Lupa. Yes, she's the mother of a lot of our best dogs. She's getting old, but she's still a tough old bitch.
About to meet his death. About to meet his death.
Been doing it since I was a boy.
There was 40 feet between them.
We
when they
breed them
stopped to
mostly,
make their play.
but sometimes we get some good ones from Denver.
And the swiftness
That
of
whole
the
city is
Ranger
overrun
still
with
talked
them.
about today.
Damn.
Texas red is not cleared leather for a bullet fell.
She looks.
And the
oof.
Ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over.
Should I start the think
and
tank?
the folks had
I think I can
gathered
do the think
round.
tank. Old World Blues, experienced couriers. You'll solve the mysteries of the Big Empty. You will be able to take anything you can carry with you. If you're up to the challenge, examine the satellite.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
You feel strangely You feel strangely heavier. A quick inspection of your body reveals faint surgical scars around your head, chest, and back. Dr. Mobius. What have you done to me? This is gonna be a DLC that bothers the crap out of me. Strange feeling of pacifism comes over you, and you find you cannot draw your weapon for some reason.
Pacification fields kick in? All right, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all right? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about?
Is there some... I was at the theater. Then I was here.
Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? Boros, you work with animals. Translate. It's a lobotomite. Here, in the dome. Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse. Now we've got lobotomites. Dala, get the spray before it excretes all over everything.
Lobotomite?
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct, this lobotomite is the repository of the brain we sent the signal to. The skin envelope once containing it. If so, it's proof that there may indeed be something beyond the crater. Just look at it. The way it blinks. It's like a big, hairless teddy bear.
I know what it is, Dollar. I want to know why it's down here. With its limbs all over everything. And are those penises I see wriggling on its feet? Disgusting.
I believe those are toes, Dr. Klein. Little teddy bear toes. Penises are much larger than those tiny extremities. Yeah, not that I would know.
I don't recall the human penis ever being that large.
It depends on one's own frame of reference, Dr. O. Look at its little nose with its 2 orifices for ingesting oxygen.
Noses? By the great static. These lobotomites confound me with their sheer number of useless extremities.
Hold one finger, point at self. Point at them, hold up 5 fingers.
Now it's holding up an array of fully erect hand penises. If it tries to insert them, activate vivisectors.
Dr. Klein, wait. I don't believe those gestures were random. Random at all. It's been following our conversation. The lobotomite understands us.
I agree with Boros's histrionic findings. This little lobotomite is unusually attentive for something whose brain has been extracted.
Nonsense! Lobotomites can't comprehend us!
8, have you been in the mentats again? If we slow down our oral processoreceptors to understand this excretion, we'll all be rendered ignorant.
All of you, power down, shut up, and let me prove once and for all how wrong you all are. As usual. Lobotomite, do you understand me? Can you speak?
Yes.
Those were words, weren't they? In the form of questions. He's asking me questions. Is this some kind of trick?
Our efforts have turned against us. In playing God, we created a monster.
Perhaps as we were ruthlessly lobotomizing it with our cutters, we filled this skin envelope with awareness. A teddy bear with new stuffing.
Wait. If what you're theorizing is this lobotomite understands us, can reason with us,
then this may be just the answer we've been looking for. At last, a chance to...
Dr. Klein, a transmission from the Forbidden Zone, coming right at us.
It can only be...
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone. A zone that is, yes, forbidden to you. Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine. Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad, driven insane by his flawed and imprecise kindergarten-level research methodology.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered, nor ever returned.
Except Dr. Mobius, and the technologies that could save us. They are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? 8, I think you need the fluid levels in your logic assist pumps checked.
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes. If we ask it politely, and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us.
You removed my brain?
We removed your brain. Yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils of Nikola Tesla.
Brainless. Your head can no longer be crippled, and it's resistant to chem addiction. 25% resistant, and shock from bodily damage. 5% damage threshold, minimum +1.
Yeah, ain't no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you through the
Tesla coils in its head.
The Tesla coils.
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never been in a fight. We do not want that. Reminds me of my days in American High. And Richie Marcus.
Helmet surgery. I feel like a badly put together jigsaw puzzle.
That is my responsibility. Although in truth, the autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart.
Ah! You cannot be poisoned, and filters in your artificial blood pump will regulate bleeding and healing, allowing all healing items to function at a higher level. Robots are now confused by you and 50% less likely to score critical hits.
Oh, wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was first. Third was the spine.
Due to complications with the procedure, your spine has been replaced as well. Your torso can no longer be crippled, and your strength and damage threshold have been increased by 1.
Spine. Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
Took out my brain, heart, and spine.
That autodoc junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking scrap metal in the attic.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Flush. That is the sound of flushing.
Whoosh.
By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help. In most probable of probability, we want you to stop him, somehow, with science.
Science!
Yes, it is our only chance, a desperate plan that came to us after Mobius's first broadcast. Maybe, just maybe, if we reclaim these buried technologies, we can put an end to Mobius and the horrors spawning from the Forbidden Zone.
What exactly is the plan? You're losing me in the generalities. I need specifics.
The plan is very complicated. We are still calculating how it would work if it succeeded. That is our part of the plan.
What do you need me to do?
Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers. They, well, move sometimes. Or get buried. Or blow up.
H is correct. All we need are the schematics. This does not mean we do not want the cold hard technology, however. So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carrying them. You have a new spine. Use it. And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematics to us. That is still good. For us.
Alright.
The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array, used to focus coherent thought at excessively high frequencies.
The psychoanalytic, cardiac-dampening, sneaky stealth suit. A suit like nothing this world has ever heard, seen, or could ever see.
And 8's sonic sound wave emitter projectile gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies. It also gives a great biogel massage.
There. We have informed you of all we need. We estimate if you are focused, your time investment will be minimal, by our standards. If you work quickly, you will be the recipient of a gesture of gratitude from us. We do not bestow these old-world gestures lightly.
Faster I can get through. What if I take my time?
What illogic is this? Keep your filthy penis-tipped feet out of our labs and secrets.
There are things here no lobotomite was meant to see. Things that would astound and possibly terrify. Terrify!
Yeah, we don't come into your lab and decant your solutions.
Only the magnificence of our monitors allow for true comprehension of the wonders of Big Mountain. Shield your jellied eyes lest they burn from your skull.
Guess I better get walking again. Then.
Ah, that is correct. You must walk upon your many penised feet. Much slower than our advanced hovering robotical frames.
The little teddy bear could always run right into the pylon perimeter on its thick, turgid feet, returning it to us quickly and directly.
Erect? What? That sounds suspiciously like I can't leave.
The radar fence that surrounds the Big Mountain crater will protect you from straying beyond the facility.
The mighty radar fence protects us all. Get too close to the blinking posts, and the proximity warning shall be your warning. You are too close.
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head shut off one by one. Click, click, click. Possible memory loss will occur, along with long-term nerve degradation. It is tied to not having a brain attached to your nervous system. But the nerve degradation is nothing to worry about. Such degradation would take many lifespans to become evident, and all biology dies. Such tiny inconveniences are less than the greater convenience and conveyance. You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be returned to the sink, seemingly instantaneously by your deadened perceptions. Oh, Dr. Klein? Dr. Klein? If I may intersect for a moment.
What is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, and I'm trying to ignore them. My processors can't ignore you both at the same time.
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing? Turns out we already have it. What are the odds?
What is this, a high school science fair? Get your act together. You're making us look like a collection of round earthers.
You're always yelling. My receptors can't take it anymore. And neither can my feelings.
I am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your probes off the volume knob on my voice module. It is truly the end of all intelligence when the lobotomite speaks more wisdom than you geniuses. So, if we have the sound wave, sonic
projecto thing gun, then what in Heisenberg's name do we need from X8? Anyone?
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed to broadcast many sounds once charged. We just don't know the frequency.
And it is lost in X8, just as X8 is forever lost to us. The sadness of my high school days, the sadness of my youth lost.
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school was call me Fink Tattletale and all the kids you hated, you little teacher's pet brown hound.
Give the lobotomite the emitter. Does it have an audio effect frequency loaded?
Oh, I don't think so. Wait.
What is he doing?
I think he's sonjaculating into the gun, getting it warmed up. Ding. Turkey's done.
You give it to the lobotomite. I'm not touching that thing.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Let me give it a little sonic sterilization first. Ooh. All right. All antibacterial fresh. Here, my little teddy bear. I have thoroughly removed all Robco term-link code spew from the device. It is clean, shiny, and ready for your hands.
My penis-tipped hands? You got anything that spits lead?
Oh, I think it wants a combustion pistol.
A gun? Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns kill. Leave big open holes in you that are like sores, but worse.
Dr. 8 is correct. We already have given the teddy bear a lethal sonic death ray, filled with his sonic ejaculate and sterilized by my soft oohing. Giving the teddy bear a gun would be the equivalent of following a glass of hemlock with an Abraxo chaser. Delicious and redundantly deadly.
If we're going to bring the Socratic method into it, fine. Give the Loboto bear a combustion gun. Burroughs, don't you have something like that? Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns... Wait, I said that already. Yes, I have the Cyberdog gun. With the little floppy metal ears and the curious nose sensor. Here. Fine. Done. That gun makes me uncomfortable anyway. Always worried it's going to hump my chassis. Anything else, lobotomite?
This gun looks really hungry. I'd like to make sure it gets fed lots of bullets.
Fine. Boros, more ammo. The good stuff.
Top shelf ammunition. Let's see. Hollow point? That's worthless, but tasty. Oh, and here's some JFP. As if bullets need jackets. The JFP might make it ill and poop a lot, but when you're hungry, you're hungry.
Energy cells have a high expenditure rate.
Yes, I believe Watts Electronics tended to make the battery shelf life on the low end.
They certainly did. Batteries for my vivisectors
Your vibrator?
would always come up short right before climax.
I think Watts manufactured holodiscs. Or was it holotapes? Never can keep those two straight. Anyway, we're out of small energy cells. Dala? You have some? And no, I don't want to handle your batteries. Just pass them on to the lobotomite yourself.
That should be it.
Careful where you're pointing that. That device wasn't always a weapon. It was more like a...
Force fields prevent us from moving, forward or backward.
They are irritating.
The sonic emitter was specially designed to disable our own safety fields here in Big Mountain. When
That only happened once. And I know you were behind stealth fielding my lab keys, Dalla. You formographer.
Dr. O, you rewind that comment.
Plenty of rewinding already going on in your formography tapes. Surprised the things don't snap out of their cases with repeated observations.
Pornography.
Yes. Maybe. Well, no, not currently.
Yeah, we lost that part of the schematics. Or Boros did. In one of the stupid labs. Or inside one of the stupid pets.
It is lost. All questions lead to this conclusion. The blue fields within Big Mountain shall be fielded with force. Forever.
Forever. Can I go?
Fine, so, yes. Get these things for us. Do not attempt to comprehend their complicated schematics. That is for us to do.
I'll head out, and I'll be back with these things.
Well, good. What are the token words spoken in this case? Thank you? Yes. Thank you.
Wait, is it leaving? But, Dr. Klein, the lobotomite will need rest, recuperation, things like that. I volunteer my chambers, so it might be stared at. My monitor radar slowly scanning its form to collect sensitive data.
No, that would put it too close to us. It could press buttons, turn lights on and off, and worse, let other lobotomites in.
We could give it Mobius's old room. That's where its brain got scooped out anyway. And plus, some of its parts are already there. Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart. Home is where the heart is, after all. See what I did there? Wet literal.
I suppose. We'll have to move that couch out of there. Been putting that off too long.
8 says, let the lobotomite take the Sync Central Intelligence personality chip and reinstall it. That stuffy Mobius program butler can walk the lobotomite, feed it, barter with it for us.
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and taking up residence there. With my teddy bears. And it would be nice to have it so close.
Your logic, combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite free, has swayed me. Here, I present the Sync Central Intelligence. Lobotomite, take this chip to the sink, plug it in, and make sure the chip is clean, or it could skip. Then make whatever crude biologic demands you need of the sink. It will cater to most of your hormonal whims.
I can trade with the sync intelligence. I'll need something to activate the function, won't I?
I cannot dispute your logic. Do we have objects to activate the chip's exchange routines?
What, like stuff? Things?
Yes, things.
I don't know. Might be some old Nuka-Cola or Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle caps lying around. It's not currency per se. Still might be enough to trigger the Sync's trade routines. Mobius put that test line for caps in the code as a debug command, I think.
I don't believe that was Mobius's reason. His wild speculation concerning post-Holocaust economic systems was quite extensive and of high decibel.
Enough! Surrender these so-called bottle caps, Nuka and Sunset alike. In their role as things, they will serve as adequate test subjects.
All right, here, cap away. Hope that stupid chip chokes on them.
Hey, 250 bottle caps.
Are there other chips?
Are you echoing what he said, or are you asking for real?
He's asking, yes. Dr. Klein, there are many other personalities. If you recall, you hurled them off the Sync balcony after your argument with Mobius.
It is not an argument if one is clearly right and the other is clearly wrong. I remember now. Yes, lobotomite. There are other chips. If you want, fine. But you should stay out of those. No exploring and discovering things. The Sync Central Intelligence should be enough for your needs.
Plug in the circular. Okay, I'll be done.
Yes, you may need to wiggle it in a bit, but don't force it. We can't recode them if you break it. There is no more we can do to aid you, and our patience levels are depleted. Now,
If you're done, can we move again?
of course! Go man your science stations! Go! I am surrounded by children.
Oh, such a long-ass conversation. I'm tired of it. That's the most I'm gonna do today. We're starting Big Mountain. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Look. It's got floppy ears.
Salutations and felicitations, sir. And a most... I am your...
You are aware that I'm a woman, right? Indubitably.
Might I be of service? In addition...
He's just... Here, let me buy things. Scientist glove. Misk. Ammo. This is painful. But I think I've got everything I need, so... I want to say I'm done for now. Yay?
Might I be of service?
I think he's got 1,400. Cowboy repeater. Joshua Graham. I'll need to come back here with like Veronica. Sell a bunch of my shit here.
Might sir care for an aperitif to balm the weariness of Sir's man? Might I be of...
Anyway, I think I'm done. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time when I decide I want to get through Big